It's like share out. That's kind of the joke. It's a shareware version. It's pretty much just the core gameplay with a little bit of flavor to it. But aside from that, it's definitely not a substitute for the full experience by any means. But it's definitely a good idea to give that a try before you buy the full product, which is $2.
Something actually came to me just a few seconds ago talking about this. When you release the 1.0, are all these documents and stuff like that going to be included in the package, or are you just going to be still having to hunt them down pretty much?
So the plan that I have for those is I'm just going to try to make them as easy to find as possible. What I'm going to do with the Steam Greenlight page is I'm going to make sure that in the discussions I have the changelog listed out in the discussions as one big post, something that's easy to find. It's pinned at the top.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the same thing with Itch.io. And say one day both Itch.io and Steam completely fail, I'm going to just combine all those things into one big text document and prepare for physical release. So I'll just slap those things on the disc.
Awesome to have some sort of book to go with all this.
Oh yeah, I've thought about that. I really want to do a release on CD, and just for some friends, give a CD to a couple friends and see if they'll play. And I'll put all the stuff on there in a text document.
Hey man, you never know nostalgic nerds. There'll probably be people that pay good money to be able to buy a CD copy of all this.
Yeah, I'm really hoping so. That'd be really neat. That's kind of my dream, to have a CD box that I can store somewhere and say, hey, I worked on that. So one of the defining things about how I'm currently handling the game on the internet is that I'm trying to cross it over into the real world with, the changelog, with my Twitter account. I'm really looking for people to interact with me as they play the game. So the people that have caught on to the changelog stuff and are contacting me about the bugs, those people have been really into it. They've been really enjoying it. It's sort of an ARG kind of thing going on, but I don't have a ton of time to put it to make it a real deal ARG just yet. But I'm hoping to.
For anyone that's not familiar with that term, ARG is augmented reality game.
It's actually an alternate reality game.
Oh, alternate, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it could be both.
Yeah, that's the official term. But what an ARG is essentially you cooperate with the person who's running the game, and you have to solve puzzles, and eventually in the end there's some sort of big reward. There's actually what I like to think about when I'm running my ARG stuff is I think about the Halo 2 ARG. It was called I Love Bees. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes, that's the one. That's the one I've been thinking this whole damn time.
I can't say that I personally love bees, but if you've never seen the I Love Bees website, you should really check out the I Love Bees website. It has a lot of, it's like a podcast telling the story of these people who go through these challenges, and in the end, it's revealed that it's actually the story of humans on Earth just before the Covenant show up, and then it's Halo 2. It's an incredible story, and it's a really amazing piece of digital art. This is in 2003.
Yeah, it really reshaped a lot of stuff, at least at the time.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. It's actually not the first time Bungie did sort of an ARG kind of thing with Halo 1, which they...
Really? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, they did. It was with when they made... So before Halo, there was Marathon. If you're familiar with... Are you familiar with Marathon?
No, unfortunately.
So Marathon is what a lot of people call Halo Zero. It's basically before Bungie made Halo, they were making a game called Marathon, and they made 2 marathons. And it's a first-person shooter. It's got a lot of very similar themes and ideas to Halo. It's even got similar-looking guns and similar-looking aliens. The problem is that it's technically far in the future after Halo. So some people like to say they're part of the combined universe. But anyway, how this relates is that on the Marathon forums, one of the top posters was getting emailed by somebody called Cortana. Now, we know who Cortana is now, but they didn't know who Cortana was then. So somebody was emailing them called Cortana, talking about, quoting T.S. Eliot, "This is the end," not with a bang, with a whimper, all that stuff. Several emails, and that ended up to be Cortana going rampant, and that's the story. That was almost what the story of Halo was going to be. Yeah, so I take a lot of inspiration from those. Those are cool. I haven't reached out to anybody in particular. But I'd love to get something started like that with perhaps my next game. That would be really cool. Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, you got, Vita and Turtle and just tons of, super creative people, right? Like, people that go well off the divergent path. So I think if you guys partner up, y'all could really come up with something creative.
That'd be awesome. I'd be really interested in that. I doubt that anybody, I'm just a kid with a computer. I'm not like trained for software development or anything. I just Google stuff. Hopefully it'll come up. I'm like the classic developer dilettante. I'm just sort of generally skilled in some things because I'm able to Google. That's really it.
Fly out of the seat of your ass, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I can't really say anything myself, dude, because that's exactly how I do my work as a developer. I'll do a couple of lines of noise, and it's like, oh yeah, how do I have to do this again?
I feel like a lot of people are like that nowadays, especially since information is so free now that I can just Google anything I need to, and I can find, even if it's just like an algorithm, I can find it. I can somehow apply it somehow to what I'm working on. And at least even in like a limited sense, if it's just like bounce physics or something like that, I just need something, and then I can build something out of what somebody else did in like another language, something like that.
Yeah. Then you get that bug report that has gone unanswered for 13 years.
Yeah. A friend of mine, actually, he's a developer he's doing contract work now. I don't remember for who, but he's like an enterprise developer. He was looking at Stack Overflow, and he saw like this super old thread for something he was working in. He found a thread that was answering one of his questions, and he found out that it was actually his old user account from like 10 years before. So he was answering his own questions from the past into the future. That was pretty incredible.
The power of the internet ceases to amaze me.
Never ceases to amaze me. Time travel. Yeah, time travel, absolutely.
That is crazy, man. What are the odds?
Yeah, that was it's remarkable. He's a really skilled guy too, so it doesn't surprise me at all that he would run out of storage space in the brain and just have to write it somewhere.
Well, dude, I think we're starting to border into the regular long content at this point. Let's save some of this for next month when you post Greenlight.
So my I guess I'll start off with that. So I'm currently setting up my Greenlight page. I expect it to be live at the end of December, so about December 30th or so. when this episode will go live on Spreaker. So, just a heads up, it's coming. I'm gonna post about it on my Twitter, and so be sure to watch my Twitter, both Twitter accounts. There'll be a lot of noise when that happens.
And you said last night you have something else coming up.
Yep, I can't say much. I will say that
you told me a little bit last night, and people, seriously, go follow him because this is going to be interesting. I don't know. I just know the tip of the iceberg, but this is going to be something to watch.
Yeah, if it all goes through, it should be an interesting event. One I hopefully won't be arrested for. So, be sure to watch my Twitter, both Twitter accounts, and follow me and whatever. I also have a Facebook page. I got it all. So just get hooked up.
So as always, guys, there's going to be links in the descriptions to be able to follow StupidMassive, Unbelievable Games on various social media accounts and their main website. But do check out twitter.com/StupidMassive and twitter.com/SMUGamesCo. That's going to be where, all the Breakout and all those upcoming plans and stuff like that are going to be announced, including the green light. I almost called it the steam light. But yeah, as always, guys, you can follow the show, twitter.com/ADVpod. Our new page again is 80gamelaunchpad.io/podcast. That links you to all of our stuff, our Twitter, our Patreon, the upcoming calendar events, and stuff like that. So, dude, it has been a complete pleasure having you on. I know I'm going to do some superb editing on this, but thank you so freaking much for bearing with me on all the technical issues we've had tonight.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. I finished the bottle, by the way. Finished all the wine I've been drinking this whole time. But it's been cool. No, it's fine. I really enjoyed it. This has been fun.
For all the listeners, I got a late start on this. We originally were supposed to start recording this at 11. We started about 11, 12. It is currently 1:34 in the morning. We've been recording this for over 2 hours, and it's only going to be about a 30-minute episode. I don't normally take this long for an hour and a half long episode. So, Fisher's patience with everything has been just completely. Dude, thank you so much. I cannot say that enough.
Well, thanks for, plugging my stuff. I'm always super thankful for that.
Hey,
so thank you.
That's what the show's here for, man. So
awesome. I love it.
All right, you go get some sleep, dude, and I'm going to try the same, and I'll see everybody later. Take it easy, guys.